Ever wish you had someone to tell you the truth about what it takes to run a successful business and live a fulfilling life? Well, amiga, you've come to the right place. So grab your favorite cafecito or cocktail, your courage, and let's get to work. I'm Janessa Borges, a therapist, business strategist, mindset coach for entrepreneurs, and a feisty Latina from Miami. And I'm determined to teach you the exact tools you need to stop settling and start kicking some serious derriere. What do you say? Are you in? Then let's get started. Welcome to the Success Mindset for Entrepreneurs podcast. Today, I'm super excited to introduce Chrissie Garcia, this beautiful woman that I found who is into fitness. Not only that, but she is an Army wife, a personal trainer, soon to be certified nutritionist, dog mom, and entrepreneur. And I asked her to join us today because she offers a lot of different value to a lot of different people. We're going to dive right in. I'm going to ask her a bunch of questions. We're going to get to know her and how she can help you in your entrepreneur journey. Chrissie, first thing is, I want to thank you for being here because you are currently in Japan and I have no sense of time, and it is 8:30 in the morning where I am, but it is what time for you?
It is 10:50 p.m.
Oh my gosh. So thank you so much for joining us in the middle of the night. So the first thing is how much Chrissie gives to the people that she wants to help. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's get into this. Tell me a little bit about you and where you're from originally. Like, where were you born?
Absolutely. Of course. I am super excited and humble and grateful for this opportunity that I get to speak to multiple people listening to this podcast. So thank you so much for what you do, because you're definitely amazing and you help so many entrepreneurs. Thank you. Right in it, just like you said. I am from Puerto Rico. I currently live in Japan. I've been here for over a year, and we have a contract for 3 years because my husband is in the Army. I'm here because of him. Like you said, Army wife, personal trainer, soon to be nutritionist, which I'm studying so much. I have a puppy. He's a big puppy. He's 1 year old. His name is Bori, from Boricua, by the way. My husband was the one who chose that name for him. He's a lab retriever, full of energy. So it's literally like having a toddler. My hands are super full between clients and just being a wife and a dog mom and cleaning and organizing. I also meal prep for a couple of my clients. I'm all over the place from when I wake up at 7:30 in the morning all the way till 10 p.m.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Bring me back to, where in Puerto Rico were you born?
Rio Piedras, San Juan.
Okay, perfect. I love asking this because one of the reasons, and I'll interject with that I started this podcast is not only that I wanted to reach more people, but I wanted to provide a platform for more business owners and specifically for more Latinas to have a platform to reach other Latinas, to let them know what's possible and grow their businesses and be happy and feel fulfilled and get the message that they were meant to give to the world out. I really wanted to highlight the fact that you are from Puerto Rico. Tell me how old you were when you moved and where you moved and why.
Okay, I was generally born in New York, but I really don't mention that a lot because I was born there. However, I immediately flew to Puerto Rico. Literally grew up in Puerto Rico. I was there from baby till I was about 15 years old, and then we moved to Florida because my parents wanted to give us a better life at that time in Florida, and he had a better position for work. So we moved to Florida. I was 15 years old. I graduated from high school, and then I went to Valencia Community College, and then that's where I started my journey as a fitness trainer. I actually began this journey of mine when I was back 21. I started working in a gym by my house. I was looking for a job, to be quite honest, at that time. I've been a hustler since I was 14 years old. I just love having my own money, my independency, like not asking my parents for nothing. You know, I wanted to provide for myself and just have my own money to buy my clothes, my shoes, my candy. Like at that time, you know, when I was young, I went inside, I got the job, and then that's when I started falling in love with fitness. Just being in that industry and being around those, surrounded by the energy and the positivity that came from working out and the people. It's just opening the gym at 5 in the morning, welcoming the people coming into those doors definitely had an impact with me. And I started working out with a coach and getting trained by him. And that's where I was like, wow, I really enjoyed this. I was 21, 22 years old. I began learning, gathering all this information, and then I started sharing with my friends. And I remember back in the day, just training my friends, just helping them out in the journey. They're like, oh my God, you should definitely do this for a living. But at that time, I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking about helping because I love making people laugh and I love helping others. So it just came naturally. And then eventually, you know, as I evolved and get older, I was like, you know what? You should be doing something that you truly enjoy, that you're passionate about, that it's not work for you. And that's when you're following your purpose in life. You find something that you're good at and you share it with others. That's where I finally went after my dreams.
But wait, I want to stop you.
Yeah.
So we're born in New York. We go to Puerto Rico. We're raised in Puerto Rico. So for all intents and purposes, you're a first generation Latina. Like hit the ground running, 15 years old, back in the States in Orlando, right?
Orlando, Florida.
Okay. Then you're like, I just need a job because I need to be independent. I don't want to count on anybody. I don't want to ask my parents for anything. I want to be my own person. Get a job. And just at that job, you're like, hold on, I like this. I like this energy. I like this environment. Hold on, people are changing their lives. Hold on, I want to help. Oh my God, I love this. I'm going to help my friends. And now you have this business.
Yeah.
So tell me how you transition from, I just need a job, to helping people to, okay, I'm going to do this.
So to be quite honest with you, it took the COVID-19 to really just hit rock bottom. Before this, I was in the hospitality industry. I was a bartender and a server for 10 years.
Wow.
Yes, I was making very good money, but I was working double shifts. I was working at Hilton as a pool server. Then at night, I would work at Universal Studios at one of the restaurants. And I would be getting out late to go in the morning, to go work out, to go my other job. And it was just all over the place.
So when you say hustler, you're like, I will do what I need to do to live my life.
Yes, and to earn my income. I got my own apartment and I was paying for my rent alone, no roommates, no boyfriend. I had my car, I had my cell phone. Nobody was helping me but myself. That's the type of, like, you know, you can do anything in this life. You just have to have the willingness to go after it and not be scared because in this world, everything is possible.
Absolutely. So take me from that moment where you're like, okay, I'm going to do all this. I'm going to be independent. I'm going to make this. So COVID-19 happens. And then what happens to your jobs, all your jobs?
We got laid off. We got sent an email saying that, you know, obviously you can't return to work and basically that you don't have a job. That's when I was like, okay, what am I going to do with my life? Like, I need to earn an income. It was just eye-opening. I started doing marketing on online Instagram. I became an entrepreneur. I started marketing with a company, a big company, and I learned so much about entrepreneur, working from your Wi-Fi, working from your phone, making an income. One of the things that just hit me was like, believe that you are worthy, that you could do it. And that's when everything changed, because through this company of network marketing, I was getting trained by other entrepreneurs that's been on the game for so long. And they made me realize and believe in myself that I could do anything that I set my mind to.
So you have this experience training people, you fall in love with that, then again, out of necessity, so you come from a place of necessity always, find this job, doing marketing, and you're like, hold on, I'm learning the social media. I'm learning the social media world, how it works, and you had different role models at that point teaching you how social media works for your business. How do we get to Beautifully Made Fitness, which I want to talk about so badly?
After doing the marketing and learning from so much, let's just open your own business. Like, why not do something that you truly enjoy, something you're passionate and something you're knowledgeable about? Because you don't want to just jump into something that you don't know nothing about. Fitness and nutrition has always been a part of my life. Everybody that's been following me knows that I've been in the gym since I was 21. I'm 34 years old and I've been killing it at the gym and I've been teaching others, and just everybody knows that drives me, right? And so learning from this entrepreneurs and just applying, I was like, let's go. God have gave me the name Beautifully Made because we're all beautifully made in his image. And I wanted women out there that when they come with me, they're not embarrassed, they're not ashamed of their weight or their past or their background or anything. I wanted to create a safe place for women that wanted to do better, because obviously if you see my business, it has a crown because we're all queens, right? And I wanted the women I encounter to feel beautiful regardless of their season and their journey, to in love and embrace their body they're in, because your body is everything. Once you love and nourish your body, your mindset switches, and that's when you start loving yourself more and accepting yourself more. And
oh my God, I love this so much, Chrissy.
Yes. And that's,
I love this.
when everything just like, I said, you know what? Why not just launch it? And I went for it. I had help from my friends, and I just made the name up. I had a friend help me with Canva and my design. It came to life. She gave it to me. I had someone that I knew record a video for me, and it was just, honestly, God is so good that He puts the right people on your path. I had the right people, the right tools, the right everything, and I went faithfully, and I just launched it, and it was success. Till this day, I'm still growing, and I'm still helping thousands of women out there.
So I love your story, but I want to stop you for a second, because I'm a huge believer that God can give us the people and the tools and the resources, but you need to show up and do the work and trust.
Absolutely.
Right? I can say somebody can give me the best cookie recipe ingredients, but I still need to mix it up in the right order, pay attention, and put it in that oven. Right. I need to make that oven work for me. I need to watch them. I need to bake them. I need to make sure I don't burn them. I don't want you to take away in this message away from all the work that you did, because all you've been sharing from day one is you're up and you're running and you're working with it. And you're doing it, and you're doing it scrappy, and you're learning as you go. Right. And you ask for your friends, and you're not saying, I can't. You're saying, no, I will, and I'm doing it right now.
Right.
So that's the first, and it's mindset. And that's what this podcast is all about. It's the mindset that brings you success as an entrepreneur. And that's exactly what you're talking about. We launched Beautifully Made Fitness. I'm going to kind of like sidetrack a little bit. Beautifully Made Fitness, where in there did you meet your husband, your now husband?
Right.
So we're in that journey.
I met him through Instagram. His sister, my sister-in-law, actually introduced me to him. I mean, do you want the whole story?
Yes, we want the whole story.
I basically came out of a very toxic relationship. I healed, and I just saw this picture one time on Instagram of two people just worshiping God in their wedding. And I had reposted that, and I said, I literally want this. Like, this is what I crave for. I want a man of God that has the same beliefs, that we can be equally yoked, that has my same beliefs. And I literally wrote a letter to God, to be quite honest, of how I wanted my man, and He delivered. God listens to your prayers, because I came from a very toxic relationship that I almost married this guy. God removed me from that and placed me this man of my dreams into my life. Obviously.
So tell us about your husband.
He is truly amazing. He's on TDY right now, which is
what does that mean for us that are not in the military?
Temporary duty. Temporary duty somewhere else. So it's like an exercise they have to work on for, like, it depends, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however long they need him.
So it's like an assignment, sort of.
An assignment, like a training correct. Assignment. So being a military wife, it comes with it. They go and they leave, and obviously, thankfully, he got me a dog for a reason. So I'm not alone, because we currently don't have kids yet. But pray for your girl, because we are working on that. Eventually, we want to have kids.
Excited.
Yeah, okay. So that's in the works.
So Bodhi is your child at the moment.
Correct.
He's away on duty.
Correct.
So you get this man. He falls in your lap. How does that fit in with your life and your business?
He's been my #1 supporter and provider, because he has been helping me when I didn't have a job. Obviously, mind you, let's go rewind. When the COVID happened, that I didn't have an income, obviously I had his income, because his money is my money, you know. That's the beauty of marriage. So obviously he helped me out. He got me a desk. He got me the desk I'm working. He got me the laptop I'm using right now to be on this podcast. I'm telling you, this is my husband has been a provider and a supporter and my rock. Okay, like, obviously God comes first and then my husband. This man is so smart and so genuine and so intelligent, and he helps me with his words. He not only like supports me spiritually, he helps me move forward. He makes me want to be better, because you want a partner that's gonna add to you, not take away. And he adds to my life in so many ways, and I'm forever grateful for the man that God placed in my life at age 31. Look at that.
So you had to wait.
By the way, ladies, don't rush it. Don't rush it. God's timing is perfect, and he came at the right time. I was matured, healed, and marriage, as you know, marriage is not easy. It's a work in progress every single day. But I am blessed and thankful of the men that I have as a partner that's going to make you and make things better for my life and for our life together. And he's never been the type of guy that'd be like, well, you don't have to do this because I'm a provider. You can stay home, which that'll be beautiful. But I'm not that type, you know?
Hint, hint.
No. I've never been that way. Since I said from the beginning, I've been working since I was 16 years old, just looking for jobs, being a hustler. I started in Puerto Rico in El Supermercado Extra, bagging people's groceries and taking it to the car so I can get tips. Because that's how life is. I wanted to buy my candy back in the day. So I was looking for ways of making money.
The energy's always been there. Okay, so now take me, and I also want to jump in here and say, I know whoever's listening to this, I know that not every person is as lucky as we are to have people that are super supportive on our path, their husbands that support us endlessly. So I will be actually focusing a different podcast episode on that, like what to do when your partner, where you feel alone on your journey and your partner's not there, which is the opposite of what Chrissie's experience, which is amazing. Here's my biggest question, why I wanted you on this podcast. Because I kept thinking, and I'm like, wow, she's in Japan. Wow, she just moved. And I said, oh my goodness, this military life is chosen, right? You love your partner, you said yes, you knew this was part of the deal. My question is, as an entrepreneur, and this is the highlight of what I wanted to focus on, is how does your business and you survive transitioning not out of the city or out of the state, out of the country? I want to highlight that because people are always like, I can, and it's changing and it's switching. I'm like, you need to find a way. You can do this. How did you tell everybody your mindset about now you have to pick up and go? How does your business stay afloat?
First things first, like you said, let's go ahead and repeat that. I'm in Japan, which it is, let's be quite honest, harder for me because of my traffic is back in the States. Therefore, my traffic right now is waking up. I'm about to go to sleep after this podcast.
So when you see traffic, you mean your ideal client,
correct?
Right?
Correct. My followers, my ideal clients are waking up, and I cannot connect with them right now because of the time zone. I'm 14 hours ahead. I'm in the future. So how do I keep up? I keep up with staying consistent, showing up, making the work. Like if I see someone inboxing them immediately, connect with them. Exactly. Like engaging.
So you're responding, you're engaging, you're being consistent. And something I want to point out, Chrissy, which is something that I see highlighted about you, you guys have to watch. Look Chrissy up on her Instagram. We'll share that in a second. She is hilarious. She talks about everything, her dog, her husband, her neighbors. She lives her life. She finds a way. She doesn't stay stuck at home. She makes it happen.
Yes.
Here you are sharing all of this. And you're so far away, but here's the thing that I've noticed about you, Chrissy, and this is something I want to highlight to everybody listening, so stop right now and come back to us if we've lost you. It's building relationships. And you establish these incredible relationships that are heartfelt friendships that have followed you virtually out of the country.
Yes. Yes, till this day.
While you're building more.
Correct.
You have clients that you've left behind that are still waiting for you to go back, but you're also planting seeds for different things in the future, and you're also planting seeds where you are in Japan. And we've talked about this. Your assignment ends when?
At the end of 2024.
Okay, so most entrepreneurs complain that they can't get enough traction, that they don't have people converting, that they don't have a following. Chrissy just got there a year ago, and she knows that in 2024, she's picking up and going. So Chrissy is constantly rebuilding, but she doesn't rebuild from scratch because she makes connections. She makes relationships. She pours into her people. She looks at customizing results for her people.
Correct.
Let's now switch a little bit to what is it that you provide essentially? Like what, I love your tagline. You have to share your tagline from Instagram with us because that like shook me. I love it.
Oh, thank you. I help women lose 12 pounds in 6 weeks without cutting wine or chocolate.
That's where you had me sold.
Yeah.
I was like, who is this girl? Chocolate and wine. 6 weeks and 12 pounds. I am in. But I love that is your messaging because you are super clear on your ICA and your niche.
Yes.
You want women who want to lose weight, They want to do it in a good way, in a good amount of time, but they're willing to do the work, but they don't want to give up the things they love, which is chocolate and wine. And that's something that you're constantly sharing on your feed as well, which I also love. So, okay, now take me back to, how do you help these women in this amount of time that still are eating chocolate and wine lose weight?
Listen, I'm a very transparent, authentic, truthful human and a trainer, and when I create content, I'm real. I'm gonna show you I'm drinking wine. I'm gonna show you I'm eating chocolate, because let's just be real. I wanted to create something that's going to be sustainable, not something that's gonna be like, well, you gotta cut this, you gotta cut this, and in 5 a day or a week, you're just depriving yourself, and then you get anxiety and you just gotta like eat it all. So that's why I create exactly binging or stress eating or whatever the case is. I had created a plan and a system for women just like me, because I was there once, right? And it's all in balance, knowing your macros. No, I will never be the coach trainer that will tell you not to eat a certain group of foods, because in our reality, we need all groups of foods. You know what I mean?
And listen, so aside from the chocolate and the wine and the pizza and the burgers that she eats, that I watch and like drool for, to bring all my Latinas into this, she is eating arroz con gandules, and she's eating piononos, and she is eating all the yummy food. So Chrissie is not like binging, and she's not telling you not to eat. She's showing you how to eat what you love in the portions that will help you either lose weight or stay steady. I want to kind of keep this short and sweet, but so I want to kind of start wrapping up a little bit and say, I'm going to be a little jealous for us. So in the worlds of, a little jealous, a little nosy. So I want you to give us some good tips. Therapists specifically, we sit all day long listening to people, whether we're in an office or we're virtual. We usually have the really bad habit of not giving ourselves breaks, right? And we're sitting like, could be anywhere from 8 to 10 hours a day, 5, sometimes 6 days a week. Sometimes people starting off their businesses work full-time somewhere and then are growing their business, right? So it's even longer. So they don't have time to prep. They don't have time to exercise. They're too tired. They're making unhealthy choices. And let's say, you know, I know all entrepreneurs listen to this, whether you're sitting all day in an office or you are successful and you're traveling a lot. What tips can you give everybody listening that's not crazy, so we can still have our wine and chocolate? What are some little tips that you can give us about either quick snacks, how to plan, or kind of like some movement that we can incorporate while we're sitting all day or traveling?
This one is very challenging. I'm going to go back for when I was a server, because I was busy for hours, right? Mind you, I said I worked doubles because I worked 2 different jobs, and I didn't have time to eat, and I would just work and work and work. I will bring snacks in my apron. Snacks were almonds, a protein bar, some water, a protein shake in the break room, or where the water fountains. Instead of, I will have a water and my protein shake. Take a sip and eat a protein bar or almonds or rice cake or even slices of apples, because obviously I had to put myself first. So in all honesty, it comes down to yourself, loving yourself enough to nourish your body, because your body needs fuel to perform. If you don't have food, you don't have energy, therefore you're not going to perform well at work. So in order to help others better, you have to help yourself first. You have to pour into
I love this so much, because therapists, first of all, help everybody. At the end of the day, we're giving so much and we don't have time for us. So I love that you made it super simple. Like, have a water, have a protein shake, have some almonds. I keep almonds in like my little closet I have in my office. In between clients, I can pop in a few almonds. I'm getting some protein, a protein bar. So I love that they're easy, like attainable, like a bite of an apple or sliced apples. Beautiful. How about some movement? Because we're sitting all day.
Whenever you take a break in the bathroom, literally just do 5 to 10 squats or jump squats. Get the body moving. Instead of taking the elevator, if you work in an office, try to take the stairs. Building that stamina, your cardiovascular health, which is good for your heart. So you have to start moving and going to the grocery store, maybe staying longer and walk inside the supermarket.
Walking around.
If you have a pet just like me, try to take them out more often and walking longer distance. Anything that's going to make your body flow. Wake up a little bit extra early, maybe 20 minutes of movement or yoga. There's tons of videos online for free that you can use to add, to incorporate to your regular day, but you have to make the effort and you have to put yourself first. I know it's not easy, but at the end of the day, nobody's gonna care for you but you.
Absolutely. One of my big tips that I like incorporating is, if you can, block out like at least 30 minutes for lunch, if you can. And if you don't have that much time, then block out 10 minutes or a few 10 minutes during the day, but get up, go for like a 5-minute walk in your building, go to the patio, get some fresh air, get some sun, grab one of those snacks Chrissy was talking about, and just kind of prep. Like, I go and I buy some grilled chicken. You'd be so proud of me. Some grilled chicken and some brown rice, and I cut it up for the week and I put it in my work fridge. So I have the chicken for the whole week. It took me 5 minutes. It was pre-cooked chicken, done deal. But as long as you're more mindful, which therapists are really big about, being more mindful and just building in 5 minutes, like you said, squat when you go to the toilet. That's pretty easy. Yeah. Like, I'm not full on squatting. I don't know about squat jumping, Chrissy, but squatting you can do. Just getting up from your chair.
And your chair, you can do dips, like tricep dips on your chair.
You can do dips. Look at that. And then even just like standing between clients, if you're doing notes, you can stand while you do your notes. Just those few minutes, just get up and just be standing so your body changes and shifts. Chrissy, I am so grateful that you came on today. I want to say, if anybody wants to go over Chrissy's tips, she's providing us the tips that she shared, so you guys don't have to like wonder about it. Go to janessaborges.com/19 for episode 19, and we'll make sure to have it there so you can get it. And Chrissy is making us a super generous offer. So Chrissy has this quick program that she typically sells for $50, 7 days, right? Yes. Worth of nutrition and exercise, I believe.
Correct.
It's a 7-day jumpstart. What does that mean?
So a 7-day jumpstart for your metabolism and for fat loss. So if you're someone that's wanting to lose a couple pounds to start up your fitness, or is it your first time, it's easy and simple. Just follow the 7-day step. I give you the breakfast, your snack, and your lunch. I give you a grocery list and a workout plan, home or gym if you have one in your apartment complex, or a gym you go to. Just follow along, and it's very simple. It's just 7 days.
And Chrissy's being super generous because, again, she normally sells that. You guys don't have to buy it, obviously, but it's her gift to us, offering it half off, so $25 just to kind of get a jump start. And it's perfect for the new year, especially if you're kind of like not feeling comfortable, and most people have these health and fitness goals for the year. So that's perfect. Thank you so much, Chrissy. That's so generous of you.
Absolutely.
And then last but not least, Chrissy, where can people find you?
Absolutely. You can find me at Chrissie Garcia Fit on Instagram. Chrissie, CHRISSIE Garcia _fit.
Love it. Thank you so much again for joining us. Wishing you all the best always, all the way from Japan, everybody. Yes. Our beautiful Latina Army wife from Puerto Rico. Thank you so much, Chrissy. It's been an honor.
No, thank you, Janessa, for your time and this blessing opportunity that you have given me on this platform. And we help together thousands of women out there that are listening to this. So don't forget to go to her link and you'll find our information there, and I will be more than happy to help you in your journey. Bye.
Thanks, bye. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited you tuned in. The best way to find out the second a new episode is released and receive all the valuable tools and actionable steps I share is to subscribe to the podcast, so make sure you do that. Sending you so much love until next time. Bye.